Notes payable. These are written promissory notes. They require the borrower, the person that is asking for some time, to pay interest. Those that are due within 1 year of the balance sheet date are usually classified as a current liability. Let's look at two examples in our lecture outline. The first example is for HP. They borrow on April 1st $100,000 payable on February 1st at 9% interest. So this is within a 1 year period. It is going to be a current liability. HP only makes adjusting entries at the end of the year. So on the date that the money is borrowed, we're going to debit cash for the 100,000 and credit notes payable. At the end of the year, we need to accrue interest. Interest is computed as the outstanding amount, 100,000, times the annual interest rate. And you always want to check, is that interest rate annual, quarterly, monthly? You want to read that fine print. And then since it's an annual rate, we're going to multiply it by a time factor. And our time factor is going to be in months. And so there's 12 months in a year, so that's the denominator in the time factor. The numerator is how many months has expired since the date of the note. So we had all of April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. That is 9 months. So you multiply this out and you get an interest of $6,750. And our journal entry, debit the expense, interest expense, that shows up on your income statement, and credit interest payable. That's a liability. Now, on the maturity date, the note is payable on February 1st. So on February 1st, they're going to be paying this off. So we had a note payable. We borrowed the money. Now we're going to be paying it off. So we're going to debit or zero out our note payable, what we borrowed. We need to compute now interest since year end. So if we copy this computation down, we're going to base our borrowing is still 100,000, still times 9%, but we only have 1 month, one full month. We already accrued through the end of December, so we have the month of January to accrue and show interest. So we interest incurred since our adjusting entries were recorded. And then you're going to debit the interest payable for what you had accrued in your previous adjusting entry. And if you add all of this up, you get the maturity value that is the credit to cash. So we're now paying off that note. There's another example in your handout, in your lecture outline. March 1st, Dell borrows 60,000, payable February 1st, 8%. So pause this video and see if you can do those journal entries. And here you go. So when we borrow the cash, we debit cash and credit note payable. We're going to accrue interest. Now it is 10 months since March 1st. So from March 1st through December 31st, that's 10 months. And then again, this is going to be 1 month. So the accrued interest at maturity down here, we'll just do this real quick, is 1 month.